Hello, today is 23rd of January 2022. Goodness me, let's push this back. And Moon is actually in Hasta, which is in Virgo, Sidereal Virgo, and it's bang in the middle of the actual sign. I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about Hasta, generally speaking. And Hasta is ruled by the Moon. This is the very practical side of the Moon, and this nakshatra is the birthplace of the sun. This is the place sun is really, really strong in. Uh, it's literally works fantastically well. So whether or not this turns out to be whatever house for you, if your sun is in Hasta, it's fantastic. It's planet of intelligence in sign of intellect. It's fabulous. And it is very close to the degrees also that Mercury will be exalted. So I just wanted to just run through a few things about Hasta because it's quite an interesting nakshatra. So I'm just going to share the screen with you. Just cover myself up, and so I'm not putting you off. Okay, so as you can see, there is Moon just there. So let's have a look at what Hasta is all about, really. So this is a very, very soft nakshatra. It's really, I mean, this nakshatra and the one previous to that, Uttara Falguni, they're really excellent for marriage, actually. People who are, because obviously this is like sign of service, it's natural sixth house of the zodiac. So people, who have major things going on in this nakshatra, they're very practical, and they're also very service oriented. They want to be practically helping their partners, or anyone really for that matter. So it's all about like developing your highest thinking and using it to achieve things, all your desires basically. And it's good as long as there's no ego involved. It's a really lovely nakshatra. Actually, Hasta means hands, so it's very practical. They can make things. So people who, particularly like, say, for a Cancer ascendant, if they have their moon here, it's like their own. They are actually very creative, very self-expressive, able to do things. They can paint and cook and play instruments. It's a fabulous, fabulous nakshatra, and obviously, as I said, they want to be helping others as well because naturally it has got that sixth house energy about it too. So let's have a look at some of the things that are favorable for this day. So I'm just going to read them really. So it's fantastic for marriage, moving home, buying home, anything to do with using tact and intellect, shrewdness to get things done. Any form of business will be good. It's also very good for buying and selling of merchandise and textiles, things like that. It's wonderful for dealing with children because it's a natural house of service to others. And obviously Mercury rules young people, which is lovely. And this is about being comedic, being able to have that kind of sharpness about the word, using, engaging, and using, like some people have got that, what they call in Britain, banter. They are able to, they also know how to deliver a joke with timing, perfect timing, very comedic. Funny, they just are very good at telling jokes, very stimulating. They have wit and sharpness about them. It's also very good for anything like massage, healing, Reiki, holistic therapies, and dealing with treating disease, particularly dealing with this disease in a like more holistic way, like Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, old-fashioned ways of dealing with things. Studying any form of science, mathematics, astrology, planting seeds and gardening, harvesting as well, as and when, obviously in the right part, season for the actual vegetables. Any form of jewelry making, playing games, having fun, any form of hand skills, pottery, painting, drawing, sketching, learning languages will be good. Things that are not good for daylight today is things to do with sexual activity. Anything that needs to be done at night time, or anything that's long-term planning, objectives, things like that will not be good. And also not very good for, it's good to refrain from any form of like being bossy, being a leader, trying to boss people around. Anything like that will be not very good. So as you can see, generally speaking, it's quite a nice one for most things. Careers to do with this, if your 10th lord is there, or your 10th house, and you've got a planet in there. So careers that are good are obviously depends on the ascendant, the planet that's there, and any form of aspects. But generally speaking, if your 10th lord is in Hasta, any form of banking, accountancy, mathematics, clerical work, printing, shares and stock market, stockbrokers, bookies, publishing, any form of things to do with toiletry, chemicals, physiotherapy, healing, Reiki, medical fields, jobs, speech therapists, doctors, nurses, barbers and hairdressers, stylists, psychics, palmists, magicians, comedians, obviously, tarot readers, astrologers, radiographers, television and radio commentators, newsreaders and newscasters, and maybe even actually news, like journalists will be good here too. Novel writing, satirical magazines and things will be good. Any form of satire, really. Fairy tale writing, generally. Anything to do with, say, for example, skincare, body care products, beauty, artistry, makeup artistry, gymnasium and acrobatics, things to do with martial arts, or even circus performers, what they call them, I've forgotten. Yeah, you know what I mean, very highly skilled stuff that they use their hands, jugglers and things, inventors and things to do with utility. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Shopkeepers, commercial shops, trading, small scale trading rather than large scale things. Did I say writing and printing? And things to do with cleaning and housekeeping, and being a butler, farmer, casino dealer, auctioneers, professional gamblers, any form of anything to do with agriculture, gardeners, landscape designers, things like that. Particularly landscape designers, if then they have another planet in Chitra. Chitra is about design. So the bird for Hasta is the vulture, which is a bird of prey. So it's a scavenger. So it's very important for us to realize, just because it's a scavenger bird doesn't make it really bad for us, because we need to have scavengers. They're very important to keeping the environment clean. So there's no waste. They're sociable birds. They have fantastic vision. They can actually scan over large areas. Funnily enough, they're very much like the threatened species. They can fly up to very, very high heights in the sky. They tend to grunt or hiss. And they are, as I said, they're called, actually, this is quite nice. I've read this, nature's cleanup crew. Very nice too. So they actually keep diseases like TB and rabies at bay by just scavenging on things. So, and the actual tree for it is called ambashta, or hog plum, or even wild mango, which is a medium-sized deciduous tree, which it has got thorny seeds and grows up to 20 feet to 30 feet. and it's normally native to Peru. Berries come in different colors: green, purple, red, orange, or yellow. And when ripe, the texture can be like avocado. It does obviously like tropical weather. So because of that, you can imagine the sort of places it can grow, like India, Sri Lanka, those sort of areas. And the wood for this is very good for flooring, furniture, and African drums. So all around, a very, very handy kind of nakshatra. Really, it's really pretty, and it's very gentle. You know, gentle ones are gentle nakshatras are really nice to for most things, really, because they want to keep the harmony going. They're not harsh like some of the other ones. But then you should never be worried about harsh ones. If it wasn't for the harsh ones, some things will never get done. We need a balance of the two, harsh and soft ones, to just be able to blend through. And with time we get to learn to use, say if you got like uh, a harsh nakshatra in your fourth house, that's kind of difficult at the beginning of life. But as you grow older, you learn to actually use that energy, maybe like the aspect of it in your 10th house, so you can achieve more, deal with your karmas on the world. So all is good. We just need to like feel empowered and use them. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you.